welcome to Slogan's Rock and Metal Extravaganza. Unfortunately, Danny couldn't make it. He was supposed to be here with us today, but he's got his son's college graduation, so I just wanted to address that. That's why he's not here. Everything's good otherwise, though, with him. Just couldn't make it today. Forgot all about that, but it's all right. We got Brian here joining us. We got Institutional Dan Chartrand from Off the Charts.
Good one, Dan.
I'll do it tomorrow. But, yeah. Christina is here, and lock up the Logan clause. Logan's here, and give Christina the gun. Yeah. So yeah, we went with their funny names here. So yeah, we're going through the best song series again. We're continuing with the Dio stuff. We're on to the '90s stuff now. So we got only one I own is Lock Up the Wolves. This is like some flashback collection thing. I don't know. Yeah, Lock Up the Wolves. What, you got the other two to show off?
I've got the other one. Dan's got one of them.
Strange Highways. Christina's got Strange Highways. There you go. And Dan's also got Angry Machines.
Angry Machines, but only has
lenticular. I'll show it later on there, but yeah.
Johnny Metal commented, Logan and Dan. Yeah, I know. Really is.
It's 3 episodes in a row now.
I know. It's a Christmas miracle.
Something's gonna happen.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Channel's gonna get shut down. Oh,
Logan will disappear on us.
Yeah, just disappear. Anyways, yeah, we're going to pick our favorite song from these three. So starting with Lock Up the Wolves. Actually, I'd like to ask anyone, I guess we went over this, but did anyone see them on this tour at all? I know Logan, obviously, you don't have to answer. You obviously didn't.
Almost did. I had tickets, but it got canceled because I guess he booked almost like a 20,000 outside venue out Cedar here, and that album was the beginning at the end there it was 1990 also there. We all know that type of music wasn't really, but I had tickets for it, and it would have been my second concert ever.
Do you know who opened?
Yngwie Malmsteen was the opener.
That makes sense
when he's using the keyboard player, right?
Yeah, his keyboard player.
Yeah.
I forget which, but yeah, it bummed me so much, and I didn't get to see him live until these Strange Highways, which I'll mention later on there, but yeah, almost.
Greetings, eggnoggers. Alrighty.
What's up there, fruitcake?
Bobo's here. We got.
Hi, Bobo.
Got John's here. Johnny Metal's here. Okay,
hello,
cool.
Johnny. Hello, everyone.
So yeah, Lock Up the Wolves. First album with Rowan Robertson on. Actually, only album with Rowan Robertson on guitar. So he was like another 17-year-old kid when Dio found him. He was 18 by the time they recorded this. Some young guitar player. I'm not sure where exactly he was from. I think he was I don't think he was really...
he's from the UK, I think.
Yeah, he's from the UK. I don't think he was really doing much like music-wise. I don't know how he was discovered really. But yeah, he got a phone call from Wendy, said, we're going to fly you out here. Do you want to audition or whatever? And I guess he got the job. And apparently he was a really good kid. It just didn't work out.
The liner notes.
It says
England. So,
it says in the liner notes, huh, Logan?
Yeah, Cambridge, England. Apparently, that's where he was born. So
he amazingly
18 years old when he made this record. So yeah,
he amazingly started playing at the age of 5 and was selected from 5,000 guitarists from around the world.
Wow. Yeah. So he wanted to find some just young up and coming guy to give him a chance, I guess, again.
Yeah.
Because that worked out so well with Vivian. I mean, at least him and Rowan stayed stayed friends. Because even when he left, it was just kind of like one of these things. This didn't work out. Ronnie went back to Sabbath. That fell apart, and then they just kind of Ronnie wanted to move on into a different direction, which I guess probably didn't fit Rowan anyways. With the style.
And Rowan co-writes all the tracks on this record, with some other guys, and
And I think even I was reading something about Wendy Dio. Basically, they made sure Rowan was taken care of even after he was no longer in Dio. They tried landing him spots. Apparently, she tried to get him hooked up and land him a job with Whitesnake. Didn't work out, but she did try to get him other gigs through her connections and stuff. But yeah,
he's now in Bang Tango and
that's weird. I like Bang Tango, but yeah, he's not an original member.
No,
but yeah. He's been in a few bands. He should have been a really recognizable name because he is a great guitar player.
Yeah, I like him.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. Also, rounding up the lineup here, So strange lineups. Yeah, you got Dio, obviously. Rowan's on guitar. Jens Johansson on keyboards, who played on Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force. I think this is the first album, I believe, right, by Yngwie.
Yeah.
His keyboard player, so you got him from Yngwie, which is interesting because you said they were supposed to be opening for these guys. So that's kind of weird, but
Kind of like the Rough Cut situation, ain't it, with Claude a little bit?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Wonder would he have done like a double thing, just played for Yngwie and then went for Dio? Kind of weird.
I think then this must have been the Eclipse tour for
Okay.
Yngwie, because that
Okay.
he jumped ship there, obviously there.
Yeah. And then you had Teddy Cook on bass, who doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, but he went on to if you look him up, he did go on to be in like some earlier bands, like later on in their career. Like he was with Great White for like a couple of years.
Yeah, I remember the Great White.
He was some own band of his called Hot Shot. He was in a few other. There's a couple other bands that he was in.
Well, his liner notes in the Luck of the Wolves is basically the least interesting.
It was
He
Yeah,
played
what is it like,
locally and was
yeah.
hired because he had a good heart, or like I forget what it says there, but
What?
for his dedication to music or blah 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 there.
Yeah, pretty much. A New Yorker who played locally, he was asked to join Dio because of his versatility and dedication to music.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's basically what you write when you got nothing else to say.
pretty much. I bet he
'cause
probably
was
didn't have
still,
much, right?
the first thing he did was this. He was an young and upcoming guy, I guess. So yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
I
Great
never even
White.
knew he'd be Great White, so that's
Great.
pretty cool.
Pretty much right after this, he was Great White from '92 to '95. So that was his next thing.
Yeah.
Then some band called Hot Shot. Randy Jackson's China Rain. So that's Randy Jackson, I believe, from Zebra. So he was in a band with him.
Oh,
He was in Rondinelli, which was Bobby Rondinelli's solo band. Drummer Bobby Rondinelli, who's played for a whole tons of bands like Quiet Riot, played in Rainbow, played for Sabbath at one point, Blue Oyster Cult. Just a drummer that's been in.
Yeah.
Played for like tons of different guys.
Never had a home, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, Virgin Steel, played bass with Virgin Steel for 1 year in '92. So he just kind of like hopped around to like different.
Damn,
bands.
Teddy. What a resume.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if he
really.
actually recorded with them or anything. He doesn't. I don't think he actually recorded. I think he was just with the band and toured.
You know, man, he should have used his name, though, his first name, like Teddy.
Teddy.
Damn.
Oh, and then Simon Wright on drums, who probably should have stayed with AC/DC for his own career. And like, I don't want to say that these albums didn't go anywhere. He left. He was on. What was the three? There was Blow Up with the Video was the last one. Who Made Who?
He's on Fly on the Wall, right?
That's it. Sorry, Fly on the Wall. Who Made Who? And Blow Up Your Video.
Flick of the switch he's on.
Or sorry,
He's on
was it
Flick of the Switch.
I thought Phil did Flick of the Switch name.
No. Well, he's in the video. I know he's in the video for.
Okay, so it might have been
Flick of the
filmed
Switch
after it came out, I think, because he joined.
Yeah, I can't
Fly on the
remember.
Wall.
Yeah.
I think that video was filmed after Phil had left. And,
Okay, I bet that, yeah.
yeah. So Simon Wright from AC/DC decided to leave AC/DC. They came out with what's the album with Thunderstruck? Oh my God, Razor's Edge.
Razor's
And then
Edge, yeah.
He was on this
Yeah.
instead, so it's
Great
kind of
album.
like probably not a good career decision.
I like
Yeah.
this.
Because it was taking too long, apparently, to do the Razor's Edge. He goes, "Well, I'm off to do Dio. I need to."
Could have been on Thunderstruck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
he gets to stretch out a lot more in this band than AC/DC, right? So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
I
true.
get what you're saying, though. I mean, that was more of a paycheck for sure. So
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the lineup here. This was recorded in released May 15th, 1990. Recorded at Granny's house, Reno, Nevada. I guess that was the name of the studio. Granny's house. I don't know whose granny it was, but yeah, Granny's house, Nevada. And label was Reprise and Vertigo. Produced by Tony Platt and Dio. Tony Platt's done like AC/DC. There you go. You gotta wonder if he recommended Simon in a way.
Yeah.
AC/DC, Cheap Trick, Bob Marley, Shy, Buddy Guy, Foreigner, The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Sparks, Jazz Jamaica All Stars, Lillian Axe, Boomtown Rats, Motorhead, and Testament. So he's got quite a resume as a producer. So.
Damn. Boston.
yeah, he got around, man. Cool.
All sorts of different types of music. So
Yeah.
yeah. So so Craig Goldie was gone at this point. He left shortly after the Dream Evil thing, and that didn't work out. So then Rowan came in to replace him. And yeah, Vinny Appice, Jimmy Bain, and Claude Schnell all left, and were replaced by Simon, Teddy, and Yen. So yeah,
Okay.
he said the reason for it was the band members had lost interest when compared to Robertson. They had lost interest in the whole thing. Here's Rowan Robertson, right? He's just a young guitar player. Oh, I get to be in Dio now. I'm not going to turn this down. They all, at this point, had just kind of lost interest in the whole thing. And I think there was something about they kind of felt like Dio should have gotten a well-known name to kind of bring them over the top, a well-known guitar player. But Dio was set on getting this young guy in, and yeah, I don't think it was. I don't know. This was the wrong time for this kind of thing. I don't think that they could have brought Van Halen into it. This wouldn't have mattered. I don't think. Like,
Yeah.
would have. I don't think any guitar player would have really fixed it. Unfortunately, 1990 was the wrong time for this kind of thing. Had this like came out like in '87 or like right after Dream Evil, maybe would have had a shot. But I still think there's some strong material on here.
Or maybe if they did this instead of Dream Evil, though, you never know.
Van Dio, yeah, Van Halen.
I mean, I love Dream Evil, man, but yeah, I mean, this is probably his most underlooked record because a lot of people just kind of.
Yeah, I think it's a great album. There's some great stuff on it. So we start off with Wild One, Born on the Sun, Hey Angel, Between Two Hearts, Night Music, title track, Lock Up the Wolves, Evil on Queen Street, which I would kind of like to get into details on that, Walk on Water, Twisted, and then the 10th song, interesting, Why Are They Watching Me, is not on the original vinyl for whatever reason, because I actually think it's a kill. I almost picked it. I didn't. But it wasn't on the original vinyl, which is at vinyl in 1990. That was kind of like getting near the tail end of vinyl. Not really, but kind of like getting there.
Getting pretty close. Yeah.
Getting pretty close. I mean, Van Halen Balance was on vinyl, and that's 95. But that was a weird decision to put that on vinyl in the first place. But yeah, this was getting near the tail end of vinyl in 1990. But yeah, so that's on here. Why Are They Watching Me? Should have been on the original album. And then ends it off with My Eyes. So yeah, so I want to get a little bit into detail on Evil on Queen Street. I don't know if anyone's picking it, but Evil on Queen Street, I thought that was interesting, so I looked it up. I'm like, Queen Street. I mean, I know that's a generic name for certain streets.
It's based on the sandwich.
Yeah, Dan knows. Being Canadian, he knows. He's probably been to Toronto, haven't you? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah, and on Queen Street, yeah.
Yeah, many times. So there's a Queen Street. I don't know what place it was, but there was I guess the Dio was on tour. I think it was probably, I guess, the Dream Evil tour. Or there was like lots of touring between, I guess, Dream Evil and this, right? There was like a 3-year gap. They just kept touring on the Dream Evil album for whatever reason, and while working on this. So I guess they were on tour, and they were in Toronto at the time. And like they're a band on tour, so they go to stop and get food, right? So they were at like some Toronto deli, and it was on Queen Street. And I guess it was like either a rock-themed food place or something. And there was a sandwich called Evil on Queen Street.
Yeah.
So only Dio could take a sandwich and turn it into like a whole story. There's no sandwiches or mention of the store or the song. It's got nothing to do with that. But he thought, oh, that's cool. Evil on Queen Street. I could use that for a song. That was kind of a funny story that, like, anytime I hear that, it's kind of funny because it's like singing about a place in Toronto, but not really. It's just kind of inspired by that. So I always thought the Evil on Queen Street. That's a great song. I almost picked it just for that alone, but just because of the lyrics, it just makes me it's funny. But no, yeah, to have like a city of like that's close to you be represented in a Dio song is really pretty cool. It's not like in the U.S. you get to hear all your places mentioned in songs all the time, right? So for an American to mention like a Canadian city in one of his songs like that is kind of cool, or a Canadian place. So yeah, we got Wild One. Oh, I already said the songs, right? Okay, so Brian, what are you going with?
Oh, did you call me?
Yep.
You just dropped. Yeah, you just dropped that. I just lagged. Okay. All right. This album was all over the place for me. Not to say that I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was a pretty thorough album, but yeah, the production was good. That's one thing about it. But I like long songs, so I picked up "Log Up the Wolves" because I like the cool breaks. I like the big breakdown that it has in the middle of it. I think that's kind of atmospheric. And then got another one, Born on the Sun, which I liked as well. There's not a whole lot of speed on this album. A lot of like the plodding drums. They're all kind of
Starting to creep in,
same
man, for sure.
tempo
Yeah.
throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it kind of speeds up towards the end, but yeah. But this album kind of threw me off. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
It's different. He always kept trying to, I guess, reinvent himself, I guess, or try to do different. He didn't want to like keep doing the same thing and just keep making, let's just keep making Dio music and just keep doing that same thing over and over and over. Can make the same album 50 times.
I think this one though is a good example of kind of everything he could do. Really, myself,
Yeah.
you know, he kind of got some fast stuff, some slow stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But he really started to bring the sound more into Dehumanizer when he went to Sabbath, which
And
I
then
think
even
that's,
more.
I think that's a
couple
perfect album. Dehumanizer, I think, is just amazing, though. To me, that's an amazing. We've already talked about that like probably 3 times on different shows on this. So,
we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, Dehumanizer is great. So, but yeah. So Dan, Institutional Dan, what are you going with on this one?
But what song did Brian choose though?
Lock Up the Wolves.
Lock Up the Wolves.
Okay.
Lock Up the Wolves.
All right.
And then my honorable mention was Born on the Sun.
Oh, the background on that song, Born on the Sun there at the end there. I love those. I don't even know if it's kids or what there, but.
Oh, like the sing-along thing?
That part there, I love that. That goes.
What, Logan?
It's a line in Institutional Man.
Oh, okay. Dan needs new parts for his brain. Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah, I effing love this album here. A lot of people find me crazy to put it probably number 2 in Dio's discography. I'll admit, Evil on Queen Street is my least favorite of this song, and I would have replaced it with Why Are They Watching Me. Would have almost been a perfect album if you ask me. Wild One has had the video for it, but you know what? I'm actually going to go, and Sydney mentioned it earlier, I'm going to go off of this awesome single, and I'm going to go with Why Are They Watching Me, as in why was this left off the album? It is such a great song. And it was actually my first CD ever that I bought. And I bought it because there was that bonus track. Because I had bought it on cassette at the time. And but I could have gone with Wild One. That's a great fast one too. Hey Angels, perfect. Don't watch the video one, watch the audio one, because they chop off a really great part of the guitar solo.
Chop off 4 minutes of a song. Yeah, that's what they always do in these videos.
Born on the Sun is great. I love the mood of My Eyes also at the end, but I'm going to go with Why Are They Watching Me, available on the CD only, or the Hey Angel maxi single. So
they would put it on the single but then they wouldn't put it on the album. Like, what? It's just a weird decision.
But yeah, very, very overlooked album. I'll defend this one till I die.
Cool. Christina.
Okay. I am going with My Eyes. I thought this album was a great fantasy LP. I like the acoustic beginning. It kicks in strong then. It's got a great melody. I like the echoing voice and his humming in it. I like the guitar solo. I love the lyrics. It's my eyes can see inside tomorrow. Eyes can get next to you. Time flies as wings that just get stronger. My eyes are true. So I really like those lyrics. And my second and third pick would be Lock Up the Wolves and Walk on Water.
Cool.
Nice.
Logan.
All right. So I was telling Sydney the other day about the first 6 songs on this record. I could have picked anything from that. And then I started listening to it more. And I'm actually lining up with Christina today. Picking My Eyes. Because I love that song, man.
Okay.
Probably one of I think to me, it's one of his best album closers. Probably as we go along, we'll see. But I think it's going to be the one album closer I pick out of all these records. Pretty much everything she said. It's got a great, beautiful acoustic section for the first minute, which I really like. It bleeds into which is weird, right? But it goes into this power chord, electric guitar driven part, which I like, and then it goes back to that soft acoustic part for Dio's first verse, And I like the lyrics in this one too, because it's probably one of my highlight tunes for his lyrics, like Christina was saying. And I like how he makes references to his old band, you know, because he talks about. I just had it in front of me. He talks about like heaven and hell and falling off the edge of the world. I've fallen from the top of the mountain just to rise again. I've seen it from heaven and hell. You know, I want to be invisible. You know, he's kind of like going all the. Yeah, it's pretty cool when you put two and two together. You know, he's kind of pulling from his old back catalog.
Doesn't he end it with "seen it from the eyes of a stargazer"?
Yeah. And there's that part, that break, man. I love that part when it just goes and he sings that really high note for Stargazer. It's awesome, man. And I love Rowan Robinson. Awesome. I love Rowan Robinson on this record too, man. I mean, 18 years old and playing like he does, it's just insane, you know. I mean, it's just like Viv, but you know, I just wish things would have worked out better for that guy because you know, I mean, it's cool he's in Bang Tango, but I mean, he deserves better than Bang Tango to me. I mean. You know, at least he's kind of had a career, and I know he has a YouTube channel too. You can check out. I think he talks about this record sometime. So
you can just get totally lost in obscurity. Like people kind of recognize the name a little bit, but
yeah. But that's about all. I like the ending part too. It kind of changes, goes like more epic. Ronnie's singing like rock and roll friends with rock and roll trends, rock and roll with my eyes.
Yeah.
I love that part
too.
Yeah, it's an awesome song.
Surprised he didn't throw any whispers at the end. Fuck Vivian. Just throw it there.
Yeah.
And he screams Rowan really high, and then Rowan does a lead. That'd be funny.
God. I think Ronnie was above trashing people in his music. Like it's funny. No, so I went with a song that Christina sort of mentioned as an honorable. I went with "Walk on Water." I just thought, great, fast, high energy song. The lyrics kind of a little bit tongue in cheek at times, but
but good song.
Great song though. Great high
energy.
energy.
All this stuff killer, man. Yeah.
That's like I just gotta say I'm not crazy about like these slower kind of I don't know, I wouldn't really call it doom, but it's more like slower, just kind of like basic drum beat kind of thing. I don't know. I like the faster kind of stuff with I don't know. And like I said, I like Evil on Queen Street because of the lyrics, but the song itself is it's okay. But I would have to go "Walk on Water" because of just the nice fast tempos all the way through. Great solo in that song, and I must say though, Dio, his voice is phenomenal on all this. His voice is a 10 on everything.
Everything he does is phenomenal.
Because with Dio, he could sing a song where I don't even like the music at all. But like I hear his voice, and it's just like, okay, well, his voice is the great thing about this. The one great thing about this song. Like
that's why I listened to him so many times this week.
Yeah, just a phenomenal singer. Almost underrated. I mean, everyone calls him like this god of metal, sort of. Not really, but how many people really talk about Dio at the end of the day? Like you really walk around on the street. And
I think you have to be in the know more than anything, you know.
Yeah. You have to really be like someone like us and like a fan of this kind of stuff to really. I mean, you go ask people who Dio is. People will be like, "Huh?" A lot of people.
Our buddy Tom. I'm not gonna say his last name because I'm gonna butcher it. But he gave me his picks. So I almost forgot to say it.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Tom, but he actually picked "Why Are They Watching Me," which then he said he almost picked.
Yeah.
So there we go. Get some representation for that.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad I did my research because if I went with the original vinyl and I didn't even mention that, you'd have to pick something else. Like, it's a great song. I almost picked that. Like, I was very close. I was torn between "Walk on Water" and that, and I ultimately.
Yeah, I mean that second half of this record's killer too. You know, I mean it's all of it's great.
My vinyl's a little different order. They're "Born on the Sun" is like third on side 2.
Huh.
Oh wow,
interesting.
That's the only one.
That makes sense, I guess.
I didn't want to be the weirdo picking the bonus track, so I didn't pick it.
Oh, we were too.
We got one more to talk about.
Who cares if you're weird?
You know,
pick what you like.
It is very odd that there's probably at least 3 or 4 of their songs that aren't as good as that. That's just weird.
I know.
It's just very strange. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Why Are They Watching Me? If you haven't heard it because you only have the vinyl of this, check out the CD because that is also that probably would be my number 2.
Yeah. Well worth checking out.
It's a good song.
Everything on here is pretty great. It's the stuff after this that I'm kind of It's not that it's bad. It's still really good music. It's just more. I prefer the faster paced tempo stuff, but I don't know. That's just me. Or songs that have like a little bit of change of tempos throughout. I find a lot of this stuff going forward is just kind of like the same, like really slow tempo kind of thing all throughout. There's certain songs that have some changes throughout, but I give him total credit for trying something completely different and not just, oh, let's make Holy Diver again.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have loved that, but I mean, people get sick of the same thing over and over again, right?
I like when they grow. Like,
I mean,
Rush did.
AC/DC did it, then they did this, stuck with the formula and remained popular. So maybe Dio should have in the end just done Holy Diver 50 times. Probably would have been bored doing that, but
Yeah.
he wanted to make the album he wanted to
I'm
make.
glad it worked out the way it
long,
did.
but
I know everyone says about this about their own music, but I think when Angry Machines came out, oh, this is the best album I've ever done. It's like, well,
Everybody says that.
yeah. It's the best thing I've done in my career between Rainbow and Dio, any band that I've been in. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it brings us to Strange Highways.
Was probably the weirdest album cover he had, right?
That's
What's up with that?
cool, though. Like, I love all this stuff. Like, great album, great artwork on all of this stuff.
I love the artwork on that.
I don't like the perspective of it.
Okay.
Being an artist myself, there, I don't like the perspective.
We need Murray back, man. I don't want this
I don't know
skinless
what
guy.
that is.
Come on.
I love the color. The color is
It's
beautiful.
almost like a Voivod cover.
Yeah.
It does, Brian. That's a
Very
good
like
point,
new,
man.
it almost looks like new metal-ish, sort of
Yeah,
Like,
True, yeah.
industrial or like
Well, it's got the
Pantera
little-
even or something.
Oh.
It's got the little dehumanizer. I think this has got to be the same guy who did dehumanizer. Little silver Terminator skeletons there. Same thing as
Yeah.
dehumanizer.
It might be, Dan. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know there. I'm not a.
Yeah. So this album was put together after Dio had just had his second falling out with the Sabbath guys and left Sabbath. So this was 3 years later in '93. This was recorded in L.A. Rumbo Recorders, again on Reprise and Vertigo. Producer Mike Frazier. Oddly enough, AC/DC, The Razor's Edge. There you
Yeah.
go, Canadian producer
Great
actually.
album.
Canadian producer, Razor's Edge, Ball Breaker, Stiff Upper Lift, Black Ice, Rocker, Boston. So he did all the later
Oh, I'm
stuff.
thinking of Mike Flicker, right? Isn't that the guy
Yeah,
who did
I know
Heart?
who you're thinking
Yeah.
of. He's done Metallica, Aerosmith, Pump and Permanent Vacation, Zach Brown Band, Joe Satriani, The Cult, Chickenfoot, Van Halen, Balance specifically. It's funny we mentioned Balance earlier without even
Yeah, that'd be
Elvis
right
Costello.
after this one. That's cool.
Elvis Costello and Zeppelin. So this guy's a big name. And that's another weird thing that I didn't realize how many Canadian producers there are. Big name Canadian producers there are in the industry. You got him and Bob Ezra and Bob Rock.
Is Bruce Fairburn Canadian?
Fairburn, yeah.
Yeah.
Canadians taking over the record, and it's really weird. All these producers. Mutt Lang married a Canadian. That counts. There you go.
No.
Oh, I don't know if he was married. Was he? Was he married to Shania? I know they were together.
I think so. I believe.
That's an odd pairing. Mutt Lang and Shania Twain.
Yeah.
Hey man, he made the dough though. I mean, if he didn't make enough off of Stereo and Back in Black, damn.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like love bites. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So Strange Highways. So yeah, he was trying to capitalize on his success with, I guess, being back in Sabbath. He wanted to put a band back together, and he knew that everyone was just going to call it Dio anyways. What did he say? He's like, we could have called it the Night Stage or something.
Night Blood or something. It was something weird, like
He's like,
yeah,
we could have called ourselves
Night Blood featuring Dio or something.
we could have called ourselves like the Nightgowns or something, but then everyone would have called it the Nightgowns featuring Dio. So I just figured, whatever, we'll call it Dio. I don't want to call it after but we'll just call it Dio because the name has recognition. Whatever, I'll call it Dio again. Me and Vinny wanted to just get back together, so we said, I guess we'll just call it Dio. So they called it Dio, and they released this. So yeah, it's Dio on vocals. Vinny Appice is back on drums because him and Ronnie both left Sabbath again.
Yeah.
On guitar this time, newcomer to the band again, Tracy. Let's go with Tracy G because that's kind of what he was known as anyways. I'm not sure.
His last name is Grijalva.
Grijalva, the proper. It isn't like okay.
So it's two
That's
words.
actually how it looks. It's not like Grijalva or okay.
Excuse me.
Grijalva. Okay. So Tracy Grijalva, he was in World War III with Vinny Appice, and was that singer with that really Mandy Meyer? Is his name?
I don't know. That's
or Mandy Lion.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mandy
Not
Lion.
sure, man.
Yeah, there was a band called World War III, really good, like, heavy band, but that's where Tracy G was. So he played in the band with Vinny, and I guess Vinny recommended him. So that's how Tracy got to be with Tracy G. Phenomenal guitar player as well.
Oh yeah,
and
he's great. Man.
on bass, Jeff Pilson. I wish Danny was here because Danny worked with Jeff Pilson actually.
Oh,
So, yeah, he knows Jeff. Him and Danny were actually pretty good friends.
And Jeff was pulling double duty around this time because Dokken was starting to get back together, and well, that's pretty cool.
Logan sent me this video today on like the making of like these 3 albums, and there's a part in there. They called Jeff Pilson looking for a bass player. Hey Jeff, you play bass? Do you know any bass players? They can hook us up with. He's like, well, what about me? And they're like, yeah, haha, Jeff, you're in Dokken. Dokken's a little bit more popular than we are right now, and you don't want to be in Dio. Who can you recommend to play bass? What about me? And like, Jeff, stop screwing with us. Who do you know? No, seriously, I'll do it. No,
yeah,
okay, Jeff.
And then he ends up writing a lot of this shit
we're on.
So.
Thing going on. You're touring the world with Dokken. You want to kind of be in this band that's just going to get it put together again. And
send me that, Logan. I've never seen the.
I will, Dan. Actually, I'm going to put it in the comments below. I think the guy's YouTube name's like Ed Trader Entertainment Music, something like that. But
that's
a
great watch. I watched it before we did this to get some more research for the show. Actually, it was actually a good video to watch.
There's a great one about Dehumanizer too to check out that guy did. So
there's clips from that tour bus interview where he's pissed off that are thrown in there too. But
yeah, that's in there. Yep.
Yeah, basically gets into like I couldn't make music that was all happy and dreams can come true, and I think that's impossible right now. Just kind of like, geez. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, like he gets into that, the whole hiring of Jeff. They thought he was they didn't take him serious. It's like, no, come on, you're in like a popular band right now. You don't want to be in our band. But like they didn't take him seriously. They wanted to see if he knew another bass player that would do it. But then they brought him in. Unfortunately, it didn't last because they knew what they were getting themselves into, that there was a possibility he wouldn't be able to, that tour-wise it would conflict, so he had to go back to Dokken.
Mm-hmm.
But they always stayed on good terms. Dios always was good with Jeff, so there's no falling out with this lineup at all. Even Tracy G, there's really nothing really.
Yeah, he stayed.
They wanted to go in a different direction. Yep. I think Tracy left because once we get to that, what album would it have been? Once they got to Magica, they wanted to go to a different. He brought back Craig Goldie, and we'll get into. I guess I should save that for that episode. But yeah. there's a whole story there. We'll save it for that. But yeah. So so that moves us on to Strange Highways. We haven't even started it yet. Oh my god. So here we get going and start tangents. I have ADHD, I'm assuming.
I blame Dan. Dan's fault.
It's Dan.
I haven't said a word.
Institutionalized. That's why. Yeah. So we got Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost, Firehead, Strange Highways, a title track, Hollywood Black, which Logan pointed out was to me earlier it was originally meant for Dehumanizer.
Yeah, it was a Sabbath like demo. Yeah, they were working on it. Yeah, I guess it never came to me like that.
Right, so it's like there's probably not much more room on Dehumanizer, anyways, and it's a 5-minute song. So, Hollywood Black was supposed to be for Dehumanizer. Evolution, not evolution, but evolution. Pain, One Foot in the Grave, Give Her the Gun, Blood from a Stone, Here's to You, and Bring Down the Rain. So it's basically a Christmas album, like with these lovely songs.
Yeah, it's happy, man. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I throw this on every December 25th.
Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. Come on.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, but no, definitely not a Christmas album. Very dark subject matter, which he admitted. He's just like, I was in a place where it's just like, see all this horrible stuff in the world, and it's just couldn't write.
Well, and I think too, a lot of it, him getting kicked out of Sabbath, he was already pissed off. So I think that aggression goes into that too.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the way the world is, and I don't know. I thought it was cool, like a different perspective from his songwriting, because he's looking at something different than the usual. So
I'm surprised it wasn't just like an album cover, and the album cover was just like tombstones that said Tony and Geezer or something. You guys are dead to me.
He went from fantasy to reality.
Yeah, big time.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. At least Dio patched things up with the Sabbath guys. It's unfortunate it didn't work out with Vinny, not Vinny, Vivian. But oh well, that's what can you do? But yeah, so what are you going with, Brian?
Yeah, I found this album to be like really strange. And again, when I pointed out the Voivod cover,
It's
it
strange.
also has a lot of it has Voivod inside it too, and some of the like the structure of the music. I find some stuff is like really kind of off note, off tone. I enjoyed it, but I'm picking the Evolution because I really like the solo on that. It shreds. I really like the guitar work throughout this this album. There's a really good riff. I have a big question mark by Firehead because I was going to mention. I was like, is that like influenced by Voivod or was it influenced by? But Give Her the Gun as well for my honorable mention because to me it sounds like a Sabbath riff. It sounds like he tried to do some Sabbath stuff, and again with the drum beats kind of staying consistent throughout the album. It kind of seems like he's doing doom, and then the guitarist is doing metal and whatever over the top. So it could have almost been a doom album, but I think the guitarist he was a little too bright, a little too.
Well, he mentions he's always taking influence from bands, whether I really like their music or not. That's one thing, but I like that these bands are trying new things, so I kind of tried to adapt that to my own sound. He mentioned a band he mentioned Nuclear Assault as one of the bands.
Okay. Wow.
That he was inspired by. He's like some of the newer stuff that's a little bit too much and extreme for me, for my personal taste. But I like the energy and I like where they're kind of heading with music and they're taking it different, whether I like it or not. So I thought we have to kind of stay relevant and start kind of like taking advantage of these kind of sounds that are going on now in the 90s. We can't make Holy Diver again in 1993. We got to kind of stay relevant and do this kind of music because that's where music's headed. It's getting heavier, right? So.
I think
Tracy really. If you heard that stuff too.
I think Tracy really fit the bill for that kind of thing too, because he doesn't sound like any of the guys before him. He had a very kind of industrial and heavier kind of background. And
look up World War III. It's very heavy.
So it makes sense.
World War III is actually and they've got a really extreme singer. I know people don't like them because Mandy Lyon, the singer's got this really aggressive voice. Bordering on death metal, almost not really, but he's got a very aggressive.
I think in that one of them interviews too, they were talking about like how they got Tracy, and Dio was talking about because he played with Vinny in that band, and like Vinny and Tracy were like, if only Dio was singing for this band, kind of deal.
They made that joke. Dio was singing for us, and now I am. So it's like, it's kind of one of those things. So they put that together. And then to get Jeff from Dokken, right? Who's also actually a great singer. He did a lot of those high background vocals.
Yeah. Man, he's awesome.
His voice was all Jeff. Like Jeff Pilson's actually a really great singer in his own right. And there's stuff where he sings as well. Like there's some early demos of him singing Dokken songs. I think
there's a Dokken song where he's singing on leads on.
Isn't it Dream Warriors? I've heard him sing Dream Warriors. Yeah. I think.
It's on Shadow Life, which is
right. Not a great album. But
it's shit, but anyway.
Shit Life. But he's a great musician, great bass player, great singer.
War and Peace. He was a singer for that, I believe.
Okay.
Which was right after Dokken there.
All right. Yeah, Ronnie mentioned
been in Foreigner for 80 years now.
80 years. Yeah, I forgot he's done the Foreigner thing. Yeah. We lost Christina for a little. I'm sure she'll be back. She was supposed to be next, or was Dan next? No, Dan was next. Dan. What's your choice?
All right. So I remember when this came out, and first of all, I do find that the album artwork, again, the perspective, but the color, the blue, and this is probably my favorite Dio logo ever with colors. It's just so good. And I remember when I first put into my Walkman, or was it a CD player? I forget. But I forgot how I bought it, but I was like, oh my God, what is this? Especially Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. That's borderline heavy, doomy prog at times.
Punches you in the face, Dan.
Oh, it was just like, wow. And I'll always remember Martin Popoff's book when he rated this one, and Sabbath came out with Forbidden. He goes, sorry, Dio wins this round. But I'm gonna go. My honorable would be Evolution. I friggin' love that song.
Wow!
I actually got to see it live. I saw this tour live when they opened for Maiden on the
Virtual 11.
tour. Thank God he was there. I'm just saying. Another one I'm going to put honorable mention is "Here's to You." Really cool guitar riff there. But actually, my favorite would actually be the last song, which is "Bring Down the Rain," which is the most Dio-ish song from past that's on this. It's like, oh yeah, you guys didn't really like the new thing there. Here's a song that just to remind you how
sounds like me.
Yeah. I mean, I like the album for what it is. Do I love it? Probably not. But I used to love it like when it first came out because it was new Dio for me, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with "Bring Down the Rain" with honorables. "Here's to You" and "Evolution." And I saw Evolution live. That was cool.
Wow. Cool.
With Tracy G on guitars.
So
yeah, that's awesome, man. You got to see that lineup, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Virtual 11? I like that Maiden album. Come on.
Yeah, me too. No, it has nothing to do with the music. It was Maiden's lowest point. Like
Playing
I don't know,
smaller
that's another
parts.
Blaze Bailey's voice that night. He had a cold and he couldn't sing to like at all. Like
Well, it was unfair. He was the wrong singer. Like he's great at singing his own songs.
Yeah,
too different of a voice to do Diano or Bruce
no, but I
Dickinson.
know, but he had a really bad cold. You could see every song he was blowing his nose. Like
Oh wow.
it was pretty bad. So like I said, Wasp never showed up. That was another thing. Like that's what I mean by thank God Dio was there because he basically saved the day out of a shit show.
Wow. So they play a longer set because of it?
Oh yeah, man. He played and I never heard Evolution. Like there was
the tour for that album, right? So
well, that was the only song he played off of Strange Highways though.
Really? Wait. Why?
He was an opener. He was an opener. So it was mostly hits there that you would play there.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice too. Like during these couple years, Evolution kind of opened the set a lot. You know, even like later in like 97, 98. So he kind of kept that song around for a while. You know. So
yeah, he was still playing it there. Yeah. So anyway, "Bring Down the Rain" for me.
Cool. I think Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost he played quite a few times.
Oh yeah, there's a concert I just mentioned it on the. It's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's from '94. Yeah. I guess it's this thing called Summerfest. But he plays 6 songs from this record, so he plays like a good almost half. Well, over half.
Would have been the tour for this, right? So that would make more sense.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean,
But it shows you kind of the low point. There was opening for Maiden, who were at a low point themselves.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, and that was probably a small venue then. It wasn't like a big.
No, it was an arena. It was just not very full. It was. It was in Hamilton actually. We went all the way to Hamilton to see. I think it was Dirty Deeds, then supposed to be Wasp, which were a no-show. Then Dio, then Maiden.
Oh, so it was like this Dirty Deeds was like some tribute band to AZ?
No, it was a Steve Harris produced type band.
Okay.
That's the first and only time I ever heard of them.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that Blaze show where he freaked out because someone was spitting on him, was it?
No,
that was in England.
No.
Or was that?
No.
I remember that.
He was wearing. I remember him wearing a cap like this through the whole show.
Okay. So. That's funny. Blaze.
And I know which clip you're talking about there. So.
Oh, I've watched that so many times. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Christina, what are you going with?
All right. Like I said, I think this deals more with reality than fantasy, and I love that Evolution. I love that little bit at the beginning. I love the bass line. It's so prominent. I think it carries the melody, the evil melody throughout the whole song. The drums they keep the beat and the rhythm. The guitar riff, the distortion. It sounds like it's saying evolution. I just love that riff. And humanity too reliant on computers and machines is what I get out of that. And I think it's more progressive. And I love the lyrics that say neon names, play neon games, showing the public.
He was rapping.
I hate you, you hate me, but everybody smiles.
Yo,
I love the fucking lyrics.
It's basically forbidden. No.
And then after that is, of course, Pain and Give Her the Gun and Blood from a Stone. I can't help it. This whole album is good. It was so hard to choose. It really was.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's my favorite Dio album so far.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's
Oh.
cool. Yeah,
Cool.
it'd be up there for it'd be a top 5 for me if I was gonna have to do that. You know,
Top 5.
I really
like
like
an album slogan.
yeah, I really like this record a lot, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, everything about it pretty much. You guys pointed out a lot of good points about this record, and I like what he was going for. Kind of a different concept, kind of a continuation from Dehumanizer, the whole machine and man kind of thing. And yeah, so I went with the song Sydney actually brought up earlier, Hollywood Black. So yeah, I don't really, you guys in your jewel case. Oh no,
You
oh
threw
no.
it. You hated it so much you threw it.
Well, it was, I bought this used somewhere,
Okay, well,
so
someone didn't like
it
it.
is what it is. I mean, I
You bought it
don't
from
worry about
Vivian,
that kind of
didn't
thing. Yeah. Viv probably, he probably bought like 15,000 of these and just like
Just so he
over
could
the knee.
smash.
Yeah. What is this shit?
Vivian Campbell interview. Jeez.
But yeah, so I went with Hollywood Black. Kind of, Sydney mentioned the whole Sabbath kind of connection. This song, I think they were working on it on Dehumanizer, but it never really came to be anything. I think he had the lyrics maybe written because Tracy G's credited for music credit, so I'm sure he wrote the riffs and stuff. Yeah, it's got like this slow, heavy Sabbath-like riff, I thought. Ronnie gives some great vocals. I agree with what Sydney said. I think he sounds great on all these records. And the chorus line, I think Tracy plays, it fits well like as a contrast to Ronnie's vocal during that part. And I love the section directly after the chorus with the band. They play some like cool time signature changes before leaning into another heavy riff. And I love the lead solo Tracy plays. Kind of has some cool whammy bar effects and kind of leads into some more tight playing with Pilson and Vinny. So yeah, and it's kind of got lyrically, it's like about Hollywood and all the darker side of fame kind of thing, which is another kind of out of left field thing for Dio to be singing about because he's usually not, it's pretty different for him. And I love Tracy's outro solo as well, which unfortunately gets the fade out treatment, which we don't like here on Slogans. So if somebody can find the whole thing, put it somewhere. But yeah, that's my pick, Hollywood Black. But I love most of this record. So
yeah, that's why I thought some of this I thought his voice sounded like Ozzy. That's probably why, because
there's some times where he has like
it's very heavy,
where he's kind of singing this, just kind of It's not exactly like Ozzy, but the tone of it.
No, but I guess
it's not the voice so much itself. I get what you mean,
maybe
right?
It's
the way he's singing
and the music that made me think that.
It's the same sort of idea, but that kind of thing. I get what you mean. Yeah, I've heard that a few times with Dio. Sometimes trying to do the Ozzy thing at times, but yeah, I think it's a solid album. Just a lot of too many of these kind of like slower songs. I like the songs that you actually. I like the ones that you picked though. Like I really like your picks. It's not my pick, but like the Evolution is one of the better songs on this for me.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Great.
I was torn actually between the first song, Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. I love the whole melody of that, and there's tons of changes throughout that. All these different riffs. It kind of starts slow, then gets kind of fast, and then you get the solo in the middle. And
I'll interject here. That's what Tommy P picked because I keep forgetting. So
was there that part with the saw at the end there?
Yeah. And almost turns
what the hell was that?
Yeah. Almost turns like death metal-y or something. Like he's got this is that a saw at the end? I thought it was like something.
I doubt it's a saw.
I thought it was like an effect on a voice, but I never thought about it being a saw.
On a voice, and he's just going like doing death metal growls or something almost.
Kind of like breathing, kind of heavy. Yeah.
Maybe it's a breathing. I think of a saw. But I was like, "Wow, what is that?"
Now I'm going to be thinking about Dan sawing wood when I hear that song. So.
He is a lumberjack. He's an Ottawa baby. God, I'm still torn. It was that or the song Dan mentioned as an honorable here for you. Like
yeah, that's a good one too.
Torn between those two songs. It's a tough one for me. I'll probably go with Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost just because of all those cool little changes. When I put that on, I'm like, this is going to be a 10. I mean, if all the songs are like this, they're not. But I thought that was highlight instantly as soon as I heard that. I love the melody of that song, just all these different tempo changes throughout. It's not super long or anything, but like all these changes in a 4-minute song, and I think it's a highlight. It's actually the music was written by 3 out of the 4 members. Only Vinny didn't contribute music wise. It's all Dio, Tracy G, and Jeff Pilson. So yeah, they all contributed to that. But yeah, so that'd probably be my pick, but maybe with more listens, Here's to You. But for now, I'll go with that because that song caught my attention right away. I mean, being the first song and all. So, but Here's to You is also a strong one. That really aggressive vocals, where he's just Here's to You. Very, very great, catchy, high energy. Again, he still was doing some of these really fast songs, like really heavy, fast songs, but with great melody.
Yeah.
Goes down great live on that video too, man. That was the song
Yeah.
he used to close the set out. So
Nice.
yeah.
I really, Jesus, the Jesus song, I'll call it that. It's too long to say. Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost, the Christmas song.
Not that long. Come on now.
About Christmas, yeah, that's what it's about. We'll say that's what it's about. So, yeah, that's my pick for today. It might change after listening to this album a little bit more. Like I said, it's the first time I've heard any of the Dio stuff really past, honestly, last in line. Like, even Sacred Heart I heard a few times before doing this series, but this was the first time ever hearing this later stuff. I don't know why, I just never got around to listening to it, but
yeah,
it was shocking for me because you go from like a lot of that earlier stuff, which is such high energy, to like some of these slower down songs. Not that it's bad music, or none of it's actually bad. It's just so different, and I guess maybe with more listens I'll get used to it more. But yeah, I think those two songs.
It's probably more. These albums are probably more grower albums, I would think. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You're used to like the Dio of old, but I don't get these people saying, "Oh, these albums suck" and all this other stuff. This is horrible. This is too heavy. This is awful.
They're different. That's it.
I wouldn't call any of them awful. Like none of them are awful. Like it's all well written and well done. Figure if he started with this stuff,
Baby.
like if he was like just a new musician and put these albums out, people would be calling these masterpieces. But because it's Dio and you have history with that other stuff, people are expecting Holy Diver again, that kind of thing. Maybe he should have just kept doing the same thing over and over again, and he would have turned out to be like AC/DC, making the same album 50 times but playing big arenas, right? But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to just be
when we get into the
talented
2000s, he does
Nothing
start
wrong with
leaning
that
back
either,
into
though.
it,
Come
you know?
on.
He does later on. He does start going into I was already cheating, checking out like Killing the Dragon and some of those other later ones. I'm like, oh, this is a little bit more the direction that I'm familiar with. But
Yeah.
So yeah, but so that brings us to Dan, Angry Machine time. Cool art. Well, I'll say his the chat. Oh my god. Yeah, that album artwork is just amazing.
Yeah, it's a great cover, man. I love it.
I don't think he ever put out a bad album cover. Like they're all, even Sacred Heart, which is just kind of like a generic, like I guess what do you call those for your family? People have the family crest, I guess.
Yeah.
That one is still kind of cool. All of his artwork is really, really cool. I like all the artwork. But yeah, so Angry Machines. This one, as the title suggested, very aggressive, angry album, came out in 96. So studio, Total Access, Redondo Beach, California. Released October 4th, 96. So 3 days after my 10th birthday.
Nice.
Born 87, 9th birthday, whatever.
Jesus,
11th birthday, I'm bad at math.
I was in
my
my 30s.
Logan was negative.
I wasn't even around yet, man.
He wasn't around yet.
Yeah.
7 more years to go.
Oh, what? You'll live longer, Logan. So there you go.
Yeah. Your parents were discussing you. No, I don't know, 7 years. I don't know.
They got married in 95, so I don't
There you
know.
go. Maybe this was their wedding album.
We're gonna have a kid.
In 7 years.
This was 96, so a year later. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they went on a honeymoon, and this was like, don't tell the kids was the theme, was the
I hear them laughing upstairs. I hear
Hunter of the Heart. Maybe that was their, I don't know. This Is Your Life would have been more sad. I'll say This Is Your Life because there's actually a funny story
Well,
mentioned.
yeah, are you gonna bring that up? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring that up when I'll read the songs. And then, so yeah, So on another lineup change, no, same lineup, sorry, as the last album, and except Scott Warren was an additional musician brought in for keyboards on this. So he stayed with Dio until Ronnie passed away in 2010. So he's worked with Warrant, Keel, Berlin, Heaven and Hell, and
isn't he in Last in Line also? No,
he's Dio Disciples. He's currently part of
Dio Disciples, yeah,
which includes surviving members of the final Dio lineup, along with Lynch Mob vocalist Oni Logan, who's a phenomenal singer actually. Yeah, not this Logan. I don't know. Maybe he's a good singer too. He's no Oni.
No, I'm not.
All right. So we got here. I'm on Scott Warren's Wikipedia. Okay, so we got Institutional Man, Don't Tell the Kids, Black, Hunter of the Heart, Stay Out of My Mind, Big Sister, Double Monday, Golden Rules, Dying in America, and This Is Your Life. And then there's a Japanese edition bonus track. Again, Japan gets everything. Everywhere else gets screwed. It doesn't get all the songs. And I actually think it's a pretty good song, too. It should have been on the album. God Hates Heavy Metal. Yeah, silly title, but yeah, that's the track listing there. And as for This Is Your Life, I don't know if anyone's picking it, so I don't think anyone will, but I'll discuss it a little bit here because there's interesting information on why that ended up on there. So everything's like really, really heavy and in your face and aggressive, and the world sucks, and there's children being killed, and there's crime and drive-bys and all this wars and all this crazy stuff going on in the world. But then the last song on the original, not including like the God Hates Heavy Metal song, it ends with the song called This Is Your Life, which is kind of like this Queen like piano ballad with lyrics about, I know this whole album was basically negative, is basically what the song is saying, but I still have some hope left in me for the future. Mm-hmm. So don't completely give up and think the world is completely horrible despite every song that you've heard on this. So this was kind of like to end the album on a good note. Dio said that. He's like, I wanted to end it on a good note to show that I did still have some hope left in me and I wasn't totally cynical about the world, and that this was maybe there is some hope. So I wanted to kind of end it off in that way with a song like that sort of gave hope to people not to just think and not get depressed listening to an album full of songs like that. So I thought that was clever and very socially conscious of him to do that, because people can get very motivated by music, right, and hear this and just be like, oh my god, this is depressing. Ronnie's right, the world sucks, what am I going to do with my life? So that's why he purposely they wanted to put this song at the end that kind of can still give hope to people, hopefully. So that's why he ended with This Is Your Life, which I thought was a smart idea for that. So
that is cool.
So so what are you going with, Brian?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this album. I think this thing is it's got a lot going on. It's got a lot of versatility. It's got a lot of sameness, but it's different. Like again, it's got those plodding drums again coming through it, and I actually kind of enjoyed it in that sense. But man, there's a lot going on. That song Black, it sounded something straight out of Voivod again to me. It's a great opener. Let's see, Dying in America, I did pick that at the end. Is like a highlight. It was fun. It was a fun song. Like this whole album's fun. But I'm picking a Stay Out of My Head because of the atmosphere, again with the breakdown. I think it was very different for anything that he's done before. And then my honorable mention was going to be Black, just because it's got the Voivod thing going on. The bass lines on this were really really punchy. I mean, it really sounded good. And the same thing with Highways. I didn't know Jeff Pilson was on that, but you could hear his tone.
He's only there as a guest, though.
Oh. Yeah, on that one, it's just the three of them on the back of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's credited though.
Yeah.
It says personnel.
Yeah,
Jeff
but
Pilson,
he wasn't Dawkins. That's why he wasn't part of the band, but he recorded the bass tracks.
Yeah, because they got another guy from the tour, I believe. So
yeah,
someone else was there for the tour, and then he got let go, and yeah.
But this is a pretty good album as far as replayability. You could flip it again. It's got a lot, like I said, it's got a lot of different diversity on it. So I really enjoyed it, except for maybe the drums. But the drums were they are what they are. They they filled the spot. too over the top, you know. I liked it. A lot of the guitar shredding on it too is amazing. It just some of the structures that they picked were a little weird for me, and I liked it. I liked it in that sense.
Cool. Nice.
Cool.
Dan, what are you going with?
All right. So firstly, the bitching I have is I do not like the logo.
It's the same logo, right? Just you don't like the font? Or the
I don't like the font.
the,
This looks like it's done by hand, almost like by whoever did this there. It's an okay album cover. I just don't like
the text is a bit strange.
Well, Angry Machine should have been done by a machine, technically, like a typewriter at least, or I don't know. You know what I mean? They're not by hand. That's really looking to something to pick on here.
Yeah.
And I remember lending this to a buddy of mine, and he goes, "This is a good album, Dan, but it's not what's going to put him back on the map." It's actually pretty dark.
Yeah.
I like all these songs, but I'll say side 2 is just friggin' amazing with Big Sister, Double Monday, Golden Rules, Dying America, and This Is Your Life. And even like Brian said, I do like a lot Stay Out of My Mind, especially in the middle, you know, the oh, I just love that's probably my favorite part of this.
Yeah.
I love that part. My complaint about it is it sounds cheap. It's Dio's cheapest sounding album, which has nothing to do with the songs. I'm talking about the production here. I find it's his, like Strange Highways, let's say cost $1,000. This probably cost $10 to make, you know, like that type of difference.
Wow.
But it, again, has nothing to do with the songs. But I am actually going to go out and left field and again go with the last track, and I'm going to go with This Is Your Life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it is, my friends and I were always like, you know, ballads do not exist with Dio. Never until this album. But to me, it's not a ballad. It's I find you listen to the song and you could feel him singing it, if that makes any sense there. His vocal performance on this is, I find, his most honest and most heartfelt in any Dio song ever, to a point where they went and made, that's what I was looking for when I went off screen. I can't find it there, but there's a tribute album to Ronnie James Dio.
I got it, man. I'll go grab it.
There you go. And of course, it's called This Is Your Life. And they actually put that song at the end. It's, but I mean, I could have put Dying in America, Big Sister. I love that one too there. But it's very, very forgotten. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. And it's called This Is Your Life. And they actually put
how I got into Dio a lot, man, was all these bands covering his stuff.
That's a great tribute album. I am not a Metallica fan. Good. I'm not a Metallica fan, but that medley they did for the Dio one, man, that was good.
Yeah.
Anthrax did Heaven and Hell, I believe.
What's that?
I think Anthrax did Heaven and Hell, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, a whole bunch there.
I think
well-known. But I'm gonna go with This Is Your Life. To me, that really speaks to me as a song there, and not that I don't think the rest or the rockers are good there. I could have picked any song off of side 2, to be honest there. But I went with the one that meant the most to me. So that's it's This Is Your Life.
Yeah. Cool. I wasted all my time talking about it. You could have done all that. I didn't
want to say anything when you started. I don't think anybody's going to pick it. I was like,
no one's going to pick the ballad, and then Dan's like, I'm going to pick it just to spite him.
But when he does ballads,
I actually know what. I'm not a ballad guy, but his voice is so good.
Doors open, baby.
Doesn't drag.
Doors open. Go outside.
I know.
Go outside. Doors open. Go ahead. Go outside. Go, baby. Go. Good boy.
Christina, what are you going with?
I had to tell the puppy to go outside. Doors open. I'm going with now he messed me. Hunter of the Heart. I do think it's like slightly industrial tinged metal sound it has.
It's good.
It's dealing with more anger reality this whole album. So it's nice to hear that what you said about that last song. I didn't pick that out. I love the bass lines. I think it's relevant through the entire song. The driving guitar riffs, Dio's vocals and his yeahs here and there song, constant heavy drums, the layered keys, the fast ending with Dio's vocals. It gets faster at the end. About a man or woman that preys on the weakened hearts and souls and takes severe advantage, leaving a trail of brokenness. The lyrics, "Hey liar, tell me your intentions are good, knowing it could be a lie. I see how." Sorry, my eyes are starting to get icky. I see how you. I lost my place. Knowing it's a lie, I see how you use to question eyes of anyone who promises pain. So I really love those lyrics in that. And then I'd have to go with Institutional Man, Dying in America. And This Is Your Life. The way that song started out, it sounded like Queen to me. It even sounded like Freddie to me a little bit. Maybe it's just because it sounded like Queen. That's what I picked out of that.
Piano and yeah. But who actually? I don't know if who played piano on that. Oh, I guess Scott Warren's doing the keyboards. Obviously, playing the So Logan, what are you going with?
I think I'm sure most of you guys have seen that Dio documentary they made, Dreamers Never Die.
Yes.
I think Scott Warren is the guy. I think they interview him about that session. And he's like talking about Ronnie's vocals during that part, and it got him like emotional and stuff. So I think that was a very important song for him to write too for himself, you know. But yeah. So this record, you know, kind of a continuation of Strange Highways in a way, but I think it's even heavier, really. Myself.
Oh yeah.
A lot of this stuff is very. And I think Tracy G does a great job on the heavier tunes on this one. So, I decided to go with Big Sister, which is the 6th track, I think. Yeah, 6th track on the record. Kind of a heavier tune, and I kind of like the whole play on the lyrics because it's kind of like talking about 1984, that novel, because it's like Big Brother's like the one watching you, like the government and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's kind of a play on that, which is kind of cool, you know. Kind of like how Evolution, when Ronnie talked about that live, he always said that was about the government. So it's kind of going for the same thing on this track. Got a heavy riff to it. Basically, a lot of this record is very similar in pace and tone, you know, very 4-on-the-floor drums. Love that break in this tune. You know, there's a lot of great spots for Tracy to really shine, I think, on this song. And, I just love the chorus. And, you know, the guitar interwork with Dio's vocals, I think, are, you know, great on the chorus on this tune. And it's kind of one of the longer tunes on the record. It's like 5.5 minutes. So, yeah, but most of this, I mean, I almost went with Hunter of the Heart like Christina did there. That's a great tune, you know. Really shows Jeff Pilson on the bass, really pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, went with Big Sister on this one.
Cool.
The whole album was good too for a follow-up after the other one.
I mean, I haven't listened to the next stuff yet, but I would probably guess this is probably the heaviest thing he ever recorded. I mean, Dehumanizer is pretty heavy, but I think this goes beyond that. This goes even.
Yeah.
I think this is the peak of the heaviness. Yeah,
it's the heaviest thing he's ever done. It's like a slow, heavy. I mean, he's still fast songs, but it's still. Yeah, it's a really heavy album, and like I've seen that as a complaint. This album is too heavy. It's what?
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. To me, I don't get it.
That's a ridiculous argument. My argument is I'm not really heavy stuff, but to say it's too heavy, I don't know. It's a weird argument. It's too heavy. It's like, what the hell does that mean? If you like heavy music, I mean, too heavy. It's not like a death metal or anything. It's just a heavy metal album. Just, I guess maybe the dark lyrics can be off-putting for some people. I don't know if you're a lyric person. Maybe that put people off because you go from fantasy lyrics
and fit the 90s,
open dreams.
Yeah. When you think about
it's mostly riff driven as opposed to the early albums was melody riff driven, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Maybe it lacked not enough melody for people. I don't know, but even for me, I like the more stuff with the heavier the melody, heavy but with a lot of melody in. Then I think this kind of does lack that a little bit. Not to say they're bad songs, just I don't know. I've like I said, I've listened to this like once, so it's like it's not really.
I'll listen more. I'll listen more.
The one that stuck out to me, no surprise, liking the fast stuff, was the second song, "Don't Tell the Kids." And despite the weird title, it's actually very serious subject matter. To me, what I got from that is like, well, there's horrible things in the world, but don't tell the children. Kind of like, let's not tell the children about all these bad, evil things, because like maybe that you don't want to let all the children know about all these horrible things that are happening in the world. That's kind of what I get from it lyrically a little bit. Like, I'm not really a big lyric. I was sort of trying to. He's very easy to understand as a singer. He's very clear in his singing. You can
Yes.
tell what he's singing. He's one of those singers where you can actually tell what the hell he's singing.
Saying yes.
Some singers, then they're like, some of them are even American Canadian, and they're singing in English, and it's just like, I don't know what you're saying because the way they sing. But Theo was really good at enunciating and understands what he can actually understand. But Christina's so angry, she's smashing things.
Oh no, I'm always dropping something. It's my hands. I'm sorry.
Angry machine.
Just means my hands and my eyes. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh boy.
No, puppy, get away. Get away. You don't want to drink.
Yeah, don't tell the kid. It's just a great, really, really fast. But even that has some.
Come over here. Come over
Even
here.
that has some tempo changes. Like there's parts where it does slow down, and then it gets mid-tempo, then really fast again. So it has all these little tempo changes. Then the solo just goes on for quite a bit. It's got quite a long solo in there. But yeah, Tracy G is a great guitar player. I really actually, I really love that song. Don't tell the kids. And even like I said, I'm not a lyrics guy, but certain lyrics, I don't know why I gravitate towards these kind of like dark lyrical subjects. So for me, that actually kind of appealed to me a little bit about like the whole world is like war and hunger and like, but don't tell the kids.
You're stepping it. You should be stepping it. Baby.
To me, that's almost like a kind of in a way, almost like almost like the last song in a way where it's like the world sucks, but don't tell them about it because they're innocent and they're children and maybe there will be hope for them in the future. So maybe that's I don't know. It's just what I get from that. So maybe that's a little bit more.
I get a lot of like on this record. I get a lot of the same vibes I get from Alice Cooper, like Brutal Planet and Dragontown.
Yeah,
you know, thinking about the same kind of like the world.
Around the same time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alice is a little bit later, but yeah, a couple of years, but yeah, kind of the same deal, you know.
Like those albums did pretty well for Alice, didn't they?
I want to mention too. Tommy P picked Institutional Man. So
there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Cool. We got. Would Tom ever come on? Like we got.
I don't know, man. Maybe. We'll see.
I know some people are camera shy, right? It's hard to get some people on. Right?
Well, most of the time when we're doing the show, he's usually hanging out with his wife or something. So.
Okay. This is more important than your. No, I'm kidding, Tom. See that?
Just like Danny with his kids' college. Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
Our show comes before your family. Come on. Oh no. So yeah, it's a fun exercise to like listen to. Like again, that's why sometimes I like doing these albums that I've never heard before. As much as it's kind of hard to like listen to something and pick a favorite song from something you've literally never heard, it is fun to go and listen to it. And, for the first time, so it's like you're discovering old music, new music, I guess you could say.
Always catch you.
So yeah, we got coming up tomorrow. I don't think Logan's gonna make it. Maybe he'll pop in and say hello, but I don't know. He's got his college courses. You're not off right now. You should be. Don't you get like
I'm
winter?
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
A lot of studying.
Like winter holidays or something for college.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
No. Winter break. Here's some more assignments. Like what?
Yeah, really.
Teacher doesn't like metalheads.
She's angry
Teacher
machine.
one look at you and you're like, the teacher looked at you and you said, I know this guy likes metal.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Teachers hate metal, but
I remember
the bonus track.
I remember when first like kind of like talking with Logan in the chat, like on Grant's Rock Warehouse. I had no idea what Logan looked like. I knew he was into all this metal and stuff. And I made the comment towards Grant. I'm like, get Logan on the show. I'm curious what he looks like. You have a picture of like some guy who's like some big guy with like long hair and a beard, like Brian. I basically pictured him. I imagined him looking like Brian. Yeah. And then Grant's like, not even close. I'm like, okay.
Getting insulted right on camera.
Insulted. I think you just insulted yourself, Brian.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's what I expected. I don't know. I expected Logan to be like some guy with long hair and a beard, typical metal look, and then I saw this kid with glasses and short hair. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. I would not
Complete
pick you.
opposite. Yeah.
I would not look at you and think this guy looks like metal.
Yeah,
I
you
would
can't
look-
judge people like that, man.
No, I know it's true. It shows you like
Mommy makes
Yeah.
something soon.
can't judge a book by its cover. But yeah, it's funny. Like if I figured I would like go up to you if I like met you or like working with you, I'd be like, have you heard of Dio? This kid's probably gonna look at me like I have two heads. Dio. But then you'd like read off all these facts, and I'd be like, what?
Freak them out, man.
Start talking about like Walk Up the Wolves and like later albums. I'm like, oh shit, okay, well, yeah. My old art teacher used to tell me that rock music causes murder. She wouldn't let me play AC/DC during art classes.
God.
Well, if you're playing Marilyn
When I was in
What-
12th grade, all the jocks.
What
burned
do
their
you guys?
pockets.
it depends. If you're playing
What do
like Charles Manson or something, then I'd be
Back
What do you guys
Kingdom
think? What do you guys
Hearts
think? Shoot the Thrills about? Come on now.
Charles
Yeah.
Manson made music.
yeah, Charles Manson, exactly. Guns N' Roses covered one of his songs, which was a weird choice, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But yeah, so that wraps this one up. So next week I'm going to be doing an interview with a band that was here for our State to State. We'll see what time. I'm not sure when that's happening. It'll be probably Saturday, so probably not going to have like a show next Saturday.
Cool.
And I think Danny's probably going to want to be included again. So a couple weeks from now, we'll probably do the next. We'll probably wrap up this
Wrap up Dio.
series. So we're gonna do the final three, so the 2000s albums, and we'll throw Heaven and Hell in there, the project he did with the Sabbath
Yeah, I
guy.
like
So
that.
we'll get 4 albums next time. So need more time. I've never heard any of these, so I need a couple of weeks anyways to digest all this and listen to all this stuff to pick a favorite song. So.
Yeah.
Pretty long too. So, yeah.
Christmas, we're busy too.
And tomorrow we got a music hangout. We're rocking around the world. We're going to Argentina. That's going to be probably almost 3 hours because 3
I
separate
haven't said
videos.
that.
You can't really go over an hour,
Send it
so
to
we got 3 separate videos for that. So we're playing the full albums by some band from Argentina. Band is called Plus. They had 2 albums in the mid 70s, one in 81, and then broke up, I guess. But all in Spanish. Logan's favorite thing is foreign language vocals.
That's awesome.
Good boy, puppy. Stop.
It's- Picture like Zeppelin, but singing in Spanish.
Yeah.
That's my best way to an early Zeppelin, like the first album or something, like the first or second, like the really heavy Zeppelin stuff. He has a little bit of Plant in his voice. Imagine Robert Plant singing in Spanish. It's that
Yeah.
kind of.
God, Robert Plant.
Por que nada? What's that mean?
Why not? I think.
Okay. But I don't. They don't do any Zeppelin covers. No, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, the
Yeah,
thumbnail's there, but I'll show that first album cover right off the bat to give you a tease of what that first album cover looks like. It's Dan will probably get a kick out of this album cover. Oh my god, it's totally. It's definitely 1977.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like heavy progressive rock at times, but it's really, really heavy stuff for like a band from Argentina from the 70s.
Cool.
So let's see. Where's the share image thing?
He's saying hi.
Image file.
He's saying hi.
Yeah, these guys were playing. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
One guy's looking completely off.
Yeah, it's like they didn't know the picture was being taken, and they just said, "Snap."
Jesus Christ.
They're either stoned or they didn't know the picture was being. One guy's looking at the picture, and they probably thinking guys were getting photographed here. One guy's looking. The guy at the top is just like.
Yeah, the guy in the top in the middle there. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, he looks defeated.
Music sounds like it looks. It's just like typical like 70s hard rock album, but all in Spanish. They did 3 albums, but yeah.
It's gonna be good. You could tell they're wearing denim. There's like the 2 guys are wearing denim. It's gonna be good.
Oh, the mustaches, man. Oh my god, that's.
But we expect it's the 70s.
Well, the
Yeah,
guy's
like the
mustache
Doobie
on the
Brothers.
bottom with the white.
He looks like Mike. They all look like Mike Levine. No.
Oh my God, he looks like. That's what I was just gonna say, but he looks good. That one.
Yeah, must be a really hot lady off to the side. That's it. They're all. It's a weird picture. Like,
Senorita. It's a senorita.
Mike and the Levines. Oh God. The only guy who's looking at the camera doesn't have a mustache. So I think it's something to do with the mustache. Is like, maybe they're looking at it. They're just like,
I think they're too cool to look at the camera. That's what it is. You know?
Yeah, he's inflicted with Art Garfunkel disease. Look at him.
Looks like Art Garfunkel, the guy without the mustache. He almost does.
Yeah.
Like Paul Simon, the guy. I don't know.
Oh God,
That's funny.
puppy.
Oh my god, yeah. So that's what we're playing. 3 albums, those guys. That's the first one. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. So, and Dan, I don't know. Do you want to plug anything? I don't know if we should say what we're doing tomorrow because it's a recording, so it's not going to air tomorrow. But
Yeah, it's gonna air. Well, I'm tonight. In an hour and a half. I'm doing my heavy metal.
You're doing the listening thing, right? Yeah.
Heavy metal Christmas. So Christmas music
cool.
sung by metal artists.
Hour and a half.
We are recording tomorrow with you and Mike for each worst song by the worst song of all Kiss albums.
Yeah, least favorite song from every Kiss.
Yeah, least favorite song. And I'm actually doing another episode regarding Peter Chris's new solo album.
He's got a new solo album.
And
Yeah.
Just came out yesterday.
I'm not,
just dropped.
Wow.
but it's like, wow. That's all I have to say.
A good one.
I ain't
Comparing
played
it
it yet.
to
I
the
need
other
to play
ones.
Good.
compare it-
I'll listen to that.
Compared
then.
to the other solo albums he's done, this one was just like, wow, okay. So,
Oh, come on, Dan. It can't be as good as Out of Control. Come on.
Is there?
well, I mean, Out of Control, I had 5 albums to my name at the time, Logan. So I do like that album, but I only had.
I don't
only
think it's that
owned-
bad, man. I actually like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I'm going like
Puppy,
anyway.
stop.
That'll be Monday, and then Friday
Okay.
will be with Logan and Mike regarding. So that'll be 2 Kiss shows, I guess, technically.
Tomorrow should definitely be fun. I'll probably ruffle some feathers because I got a lot of hits on that list. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I try to stay away from negative shows, but since you were doing that, I'm like, sure, why not? I'll do one on your channel.
Come on, Kiss is fun. Kiss is fun to make fun of and support.
Yeah,
There you
just, I don't know, least
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
You can ruffle some feathers with that. You start picking people's. Like I know some of Mike's favorites, and I've got them on my least. So I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be fun. But you kind of gotta be like respectful with it. You don't want to go on too much and be like, this song blows. How can anyone like this when this guy said he loves it?
Well, we got 20 albums to go through, so we'll.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we're doing that tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be.
cool.
Looking forward to that. That'll be fun. I honestly think that's easier than picking favorites sometimes because there's sometimes songs on albums where you're just like, I never liked this song, so there it is.
Yeah. Except the albums that you like with the whole damn thing, like this Dio.
I'm gonna watch Dan's show where he picked all of his favorite songs, and I'm gonna pick those. No,
There you go.
What's the matter,
I
babe?
would do
What's the matter?
that. Oh, we might line up on some of our least favorite. We'll see. But
There you go.
we'll pick those songs Logan all likes. That Logan likes.
Okay, I gotta go jet, guys. So
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I'll see you guys in later. Well, I'll see you Sydney tomorrow there.
Yep.
So thanks guys for doing this. I just gotta go upstairs now.
All right. Cool.
See you, Dan.
Okay, Christmas
Always good to
song.
have you.
See ya.
Hope you play that Dio Christmas song. I wonder if he's gonna play that.
How
Quit
cool.
the striper.
God rest ye merry gentlemen. That's
Yeah, I mean that's the
Naomi's
weirdest
on
song
that,
to
right?
pick.
It's like really doomy and heavy. I don't know who plays. It's one of those things where none of these guys are in the same room doing it. Like it's a tribute. It's like one of those tribute albums, right? Where they'll like send your vocals in and send it into this studio, and we'll mix it. And yeah, those things are none of those things are ever recorded when everybody's in the same room with those.
Okay.
Like was it Yngwie and Dio did Dream On. They covered Aerosmith, but none of the Dio's like, yeah, I never actually spoken to Yngwie. Like we had nothing to do with that together. It was just like I did my vocals in the US. He was back in Sweden, did his guitar parts on there, and then they got sent into the studio and they mixed it. That was a weird combo. But yeah. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching this. And yeah,
Yes, thank you.
watch us tomorrow. We'll be doing a music hangout. If anyone wants to post a link in the chat, whoever wants to join in on that and listen to some Spanish Zeppelin. That's what I'm calling them. Granted, I've heard like 1 or 2 songs that sounded like Zeppelin to me, and some reviews kind of compare them to Zeppelin at times because they're like bluesy hard rock. But if you're a bluesy hard rock band, people called you Zeppelin basically back then. Just another Zeppelin band. Yeah. Great. I think it's great stuff. I really think these 3 albums are actually really solid by this band. Third one, they go in a little bit more rockabilly. I wouldn't really want to say rockabilly, but more just, you'll see what I mean. It's completely different than the first 2. like different on every album. So that's probably being from Argentina and like changing your sound almost every album is kind of not probably the best idea for success, but it's all great music as far as I'm concerned. All 3 albums are actually really good, so hopefully people tune in for that and can enjoy that. So yeah, so go check out your Logan's putting all these titles: some Bobo, Lost Zeppelin, El Zeppe, El Lemon Song,
El Zeppe.
Oh my God, El Zeppe. Yeah, Merry Christmas. It's a little bit early for wishing Merry Christmas, but 5 days. Wow, it's only 5 days. Wow.
Oh my God, it's so coming so quick.
I know, year's almost over, but we will be. I should just do a short for this so I can actually get people to send in their requests. So I'm thinking like the 27th maybe or 28th. I'm trying to think what days those are. After a couple days after Christmas, doing our thing that we decided to do, our monthly anniversary or whatever, our monthly request show. Not anniversary, that was the other. It was inspired by the anniversary. I figured it would be cool to like do a request show at the end of every month, just to like keep people engaged and include people that watch, right? To take requests. Obviously, try to keep it rock and metal. People suggesting like Madonna or like stuff like that. But yeah, it's just your rock and metal songs. Monthly request fest for that. So yeah, Dave comes in for his request. Yes.
Yeah, wow, Dave, where you been, man? Come on now.
Dave's ears perking. He heard request show.
So Dave wants Best I Can. Is that what he wants?
Imagine I just picked his least favorite. Yeah. Oh my God. Rivendell. Okay.
Yeah, we'll play Rivendell instead.
Bytor and the Snow Dog. You got to pick the live version or the
Bytor, yeah, Bytor and the Snow Dog. Good song.
studio version. I guess probably studio. We don't want to take up the whole show with your song, Dave. Don't be selfish. No, I'm kidding.
Isn't it? Yeah, Bytor's like
live version.
10 minutes on. Yeah,
it's a long one.
Yeah, the monthly one's probably going to try to keep it to just an hour instead of doing 2 whole videos for them. Probably just keep it to an hour for that one. So maybe 10 songs, so about 10 requests. I think maybe a bit more. We'll see. Might do 2. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, send in your requests, and if we don't use them this time, we'll use them for next month. So I've got like a note of everything that people have requested. So I'll probably make like a short video, do like one of those quick YouTube shorts, and just announce the show there anyways, and just like, hey, submit your requests in the comments here if you want to have something played. I mean, I could message people and bug them, like, oh, what do you want to request for my show? But I don't know. I'll try the short thing, see what happens there. Maybe people click that and post in there. I got a few anyways. I think, Brian, did you submit I don't think I have anything from you yet. But yeah, we'll talk after this. And,
did I give you one?
I think we'll see.
I thought I gave you a group, but not
we don't want to ruin the surprise and tell everybody. Dave's already telling everybody his pick. No. Just for that, we're not going to play it, Dave. No, I'm kidding. I'll play Bytor and the Snow Dog for sure. That's a great song. So
it is.
Yeah. Yes. So thanks everybody for watching. Wrap this up, and yeah, and enjoy your holidays. We'll be back tomorrow.
Scrappy says bye.